Hello, Teacher Tina here. Today, let's talk about how to tackle trial classes. We're going to go over the top 2 tips and top 2 tricks to make sure that you are successful. Let's get started. First of all, tip number 1, you need to keep it engaging. Yes, keep it engaging. This is the time that you literally bring out the whistles and the bells and everything fancy that you have because you are trying to wow the student and the parents. Keep it engaging. Really though, bells and whistles are nice, but the most important way to keep your student engaged is to make sure that you find the right level. Find the right level. It's not going to do your student any good if it's way too hard or way too easy for that student. So be sure that you are following the directions at the bottom of the slide to make sure that you're adjusting appropriately. That was tip number 1, trick number 1. Now on to tip number 2. Tip number 2, encourage talking. That's right. Parents want to know that you are not just chirping things at the student and the student's not just listening. If the parent wanted the kid just listening, the parent would just put on a TV show in English, right? We need to be sure that that kid is talking. And the top trick for making sure the kid is talking, you want to teach a useful phrase. You want to teach something that the kid will be excited to actually use. Of course, you want to go off of the lesson. You don't want to just teach some really random thing that has nothing to do with what you're talking about. But if you can teach that kid something that that kid can then go tell the parent later that day, wow, that parent's going to be like, yeah, I think we need to buy this VIPKID program. Cool, right? So now I'm going to show you a visual aid. Disclaimer, I feel like I heard this from somewhere before, maybe in education class, years past in college, but I don't really remember. But I'm pretty sure nobody showed me this visual aid because it's really funky and only a weirdo could have come up with it. So here it is. These are some quadrants. I want to teach you about trial classes, and actually this could apply to other classes as well. This is what parents are looking for and what the kid is looking for, what's going to make these people happy. So you'll see I have a little key here, right? The parents are the blue smiley. Students are the yellow smiley, and then I have these different categories. So if the class is easy, if the class is challenging, boring, fun, so let's go over it, all right? And you could probably come up with this too, but I think it's a really, really good reminder of what you should be aiming for in your classes. So basically, we'll start over here in quadrant 1. If the class is challenging, the parent's going to be like, yeah, this is cool. My kid is really going to learn something, right? So the parent's pretty happy. Yeah. But if it's boring, then the kid's going to hate it. So, yeah. You got one happy, one unhappy. What about over here in quadrant 2? What if we have it that it's easy, but it's boring? Well, nobody's happy with that, right? The kid's not happy. Who wants to be in a boring class? The parent's not happy because it's too easy, so their kid's not really learning anything and it's not valuable, not worth their money. Okay, quadrant 3 is that it's fun and easy. Well, kids love that it's fun, right? The kid's like, yeah, party time. But the parent is going to be like, well, it's too easy. My kid's not learning. I don't care how much fun my kid is having. I could just send him to a party or something, right? Parent is not very happy with that. Ooh. All right, so that leaves quadrant 4 over here. It's challenging, which is good for the parent, right? The parent's like, yes, my kid is going to actually learn something from this teacher. And look, it's fun. How exciting. So the parent and the student are both happy. This is where you want to be. You want to be sure that you are making the class challenging so the parents are happy, and that you're making it fun so the kids are happy too. So I hope that you like this visual aid. It kind of just came to me. Anyway, so the main purpose of the trial classes is obviously to get the children excited to get the parents to sign up for the program. And what can you get out of it is something that I've been asked before. Okay, the first thing that you can get out of it, just keeping it real, is a bonus. So VIPKID does pay you a bonus. Little disclaimer though, the student can get up to 3 trial classes, so you would have to be the last teacher to teach that student before signing up in order to get that bonus. I equate this to being at the grocery store and getting free samples. Even though maybe you were the first person to give that person a cheese sample, maybe they swap out and that person goes back up for a cheese sample and then buys it. Really, they fell in love with your cheese, but somebody else is kind of getting the credit for it. You catch my drift? Anyway, so yes, you can get a bonus for it when your kid signs up for the program, so that's exciting. But even more exciting, in my opinion, you might get a new bao bao. And a bao bao is what we call our Chinese students. It really means treasure, precious. It's also the name of a giant panda. So anyway, I think that's super exciting. I got one of my favorite regulars by teaching his first trial class, and he signed up immediately, and it was super exciting, and I teach him twice a week now. And it's really, really fun. So don't be afraid of the trial classes. They can actually be a lot of fun, and you can get a lot out of it. It's also really important that you leave good feedback and leave it as soon as possible for the parents, because since they're not really familiar with the program, they're probably not checking in on their sites very often. So you want to try to get them while they're still at their computer. And I will be making another video about feedback at a later time, so keep checking in. Real quick, just a quick shout out to Amy for the headset recommendation. She and I were Skyping when she was getting ready for her mock, and I was like, I have to have those headphones. They sound so much better and they're not clunky like mine. So Amy, thank you. I hope that you're enjoying teaching, and I hope that you have found this video helpful. Happy teaching! Goodbye!